All right, here we go. So we're gonna give this this Do It soft baits mold, the 3.5-inch Ripper soft bait, a go. It's an injection mold. They are, if I do it the right direction, they are 3.5-inch swim baits. This is again machined aluminum. So these are 3.5-inch swim baits. See, there's 3 cavities, 1, 2, 3. So we'll have actually 2 different places to put it to inject the bait. So we'll have this hole here, that hole there. So again, 3 full baits. All right. So what we'll need is, again, we'll need that mold. We're gonna need an injector. So again, we'll fill this up with the plastic and inject that into these slots here. We're gonna need the plastic. So I use, if you've seen on previous videos, I use the MF Original Floating Liquid Plastic. This is the saltwater formula, product 7132SW saltwater. This is a quart bottle, but I get it by the gallon, and I just shake the gallon up, pour this full, and then store the gallon away. But so I have the plastic, and I'm just gonna make some nearly translucent white ones today. So we're gonna have this this cream white Marbler's pigment powder, and we're going to mix some silver, just some silver glitter into that. But what we're also going to do that I've never done before is we're going to try some sardine oil. This is Procure. I don't have no affiliate with them, but I'm going to try this sardine oil and mix it in with the plastic and all of that when we inject it, and see if that makes any difference. And then once we'll mix the plastic, get everything ready, inject it in here, and after you're done injecting it into the mold, I always take them out and put them into ice water to really what do you call it, cure them up, get them solid. That cold water kind of freezes them. And yeah, so without further ado, I'm gonna go heat this. I heat this up. I found it works better when you heat the injector up. I don't have a heating plate. If I did, I would just leave it on the heating plate. But I just put it in like a pan of boiling water, get that heated up while I'm heating up the plastic, and then when I'm just about ready to inject, I'll go get this, drain the water out of it, and it's ready to go. But again, you'll want your thick gloves. Cool. So I'll go I'll get that ready, and then we'll start mixing the plastic. All right, let's take this plastic wrapper off of here. I can figure out how to do it. There we go. All right, put that aside. Excellent. Okay, that's all ready to go. Now, in all the molds that I've done with plaster, I've always sprayed the cavities with a cooking spray like Pam or something. But first I'm going to try doing it without spraying it, and then I'll do it with spraying it, see if there's any difference. Alright, so we'll set that aside for now. Now again, you take your plastic and shake it for about a minute per the instructions. And I'm not going to do a big batch today. I'm just going to do probably a 1/4 cup. Generally what I found is when I do, so this is just a regular Anchor Hawking, or you could use a Pyrex, whatever. But you got 1/4 cup, 1/2 cup, 3/4, 1 cup. If I'm going to pour, 15, 20 3-inch swim baits, I'll do a 1/2 cup. But for right now, since this is just 3 cavities, I'm just testing, and I'm going to do probably half that, maybe at most 10. I'm just going to probably go up to, maybe 1/4 cup, maybe a little more, maybe 1/3 of a cup. That's good enough. Cool. All right, got that settled. When I'm 1/2 cup or more, I always start with 2 minutes first on the microwave time, and then after the first 2 minutes, you're mixing after the first 2, and then every time I put it in the microwave after that, I put it in for 30-second increments. So with this being only half, a third cup. I'm just going to put it in for a minute and a half, and then we'll check it. After, and just to let you know, just after I do the first or second batch, or first or second heat in the microwave, I will be putting on my respirator, because I don't like, it's not good to sniff the plastic fumes that come out of this, and I don't want to turn the fan on. I do have ventilation with the garage open, but I'm going to put the mask on just so I don't smell that. And in the video, I'll just be typing and you can just read along. There won't be any talking. All right, so we'll go ahead and put this in for a minute and a half. Perfect. Okay, so that's the first minute and a half. In a minute and a half, this parrot's not too hot, so I can just grab it with my hands. But you can see in there, see the fumes, and then you can see the white. It's still white down the bottom, so we want to mix that up. And this will be the last time you hear me till the very end. I'm gonna put the mask on. Now we'll put it in for another 30 seconds. Well, I'll take the mask off now. There we have it. 3 perfectly poured swim baits from this Do It 3.5-inch ripper. Excellent. Let's just take that, separate this one. And there we go. Excellent. Now that we've done that, let's go ahead and trim them up and see what they look like, all nice and clean. Alright, I had them in the water, not quite ready to cut yet, but had them in the water, let them cure. Let's see what we got. Alright, so we did, don't know which ones are which, but we did the first 3 were without any spray, as you saw, any of the pan spray, and they came out. It was pretty hard to get that open. Then the second one we used it and it opened up immediately. So the answer to that is yes, I will use the cooking spray going forward as a kind of a releasing agent when inserting these in. But before I cut them, yeah, killer. Turned out a little yellower than I was hoping it would wanted it, but that's just might be overheating on the plastic. But I didn't use any of the heat stabilizer, but still, it looks great. Now let's go let these sit for a little bit and then we'll come back and trim. Let's take a looky here. Alright, so this is the first batch. This is the first ones I did comment. I did one thing, not wrong, just not proper. When you're using these two-sided and these full body molds, you definitely want to have them crimped. I was using blue crimp, or blue, blue vise or blue crimp, whatever you want to call, and I thought I thought it was good enough. But when I injected it, clearly we can see that it wasn't tight enough. There was some space in there, and the plastic just kind of went everywhere. Didn't ruin the shape of it. It just, the plastic went all over the place. This one looks a little big. I don't know, but you can see a lot of extra plastic. When we did it properly and used a different grip, a tighter grip, all we had to do is trim the front. So these turned out much cleaner, much cleaner. This one I haven't even done anything with, but yeah, ultimately I'm super stoked. These turned out really good. I'm gonna test a lot of different colors. You could you could use these as regular swim bait with a jig head. You can use a drop shot, Texas rig, whatever you want. But let's just give this one a little trim right there. Hey, guess what? That's it. That's all you have to do on that one. Again, these other ones, you can trim around them so you don't have to, or you don't want to waste plastic, waste your effort. So I will go ahead and trim these up as good as possible, like so. Just follow the silhouette or the framework of the actual lure. This is I'm not gonna spend a lot of time doing this, but I'll do this on my off time. But yeah, the Do It mold for the 3.5-inch ripper worked phenomenal. Stoked to give these guys a try. I'll leave a link in the description, like I always do in these videos. Just go to Barlow's, and again, please use coupon code StartFishingToday, and hopefully in the next couple videos I'll be able to test these and show you some fish getting caught. Otherwise, go get some. Thanks for watching. Alright, throwing the 3.5-inch ripper swim bait with the Nova Stone Dazzle Glitter Jighead coating, the powder paint. See if anything wants to be a taker. We're getting some shallower water here. Might take it, we'll see. Yeah, let's go get in some shallower water. We're going deep right here. Shelf right about here. Starts about right here. See if we can get something. We'll go onto the grass bed over yonder here in a moment. Let's see if there's anything hanging out on this bank or shelf. There it is. There it is. You. Just like it was supposed to work. You. Yep, there it is. On the, man, he choked that down. 3.5 inch. There we go, got it. 3.5 inch Ripper swim bait with the Nova Stone glitter jig heads. Work like a charm. Look at that, nice little spotty. Again, you can get these 3.5 inch Ripper swim bait molds and the glitter jig head from Barlow's. I'll leave the link in the description for you. If you're not using them, you're missing out. Look at that, beautiful. Get this little buddy back in the water.